I'm Max Brantley with the Arkansas Times. It's Friday, March the 18th. News from Arkansas. A lawsuit filed last October by John Walker and Associates on behalf of parents and former Little Rock School Board members over the state's takeover of the Little Rock School District added a new dimension today. They filed a request for a temporary restraining order to block the state of Arkansas from permitting the expansion of the East End Charter School and by extension other charter schools in the Little Rock School District. They say that bleeding those students away from Little Rock will damage its budget, damage its ability to serve black children. This follows on the heel of a very messy day yesterday for the State Board of Education. With only 27 hours notice, it called a meeting at the behest of one member to reverse earlier votes to further review the expansion of the East End and Lisa Academy charter schools. Board member Jay Barth wanted some more information. They said this required a special meeting to consider a school board member's request for information. I've never heard of such a thing before, but that led to a request from a board member who's allied with the Murphy Oil Fortune, which is a big charter school supporter, to call for a new vote to put the review off and not have the review at all on the charter schools. That would have effectively meant approval of the charter schools. So Walker's motion was filed in part to stop that from happening and having it become a fait accompli. That meeting was rescheduled after a furor arose. There will still be a review of the charter school applications. That will take place at the end of this month. But in the meanwhile, all of that could be put on hold by this request for temporary restraining order. Other news around the state today, the state health department has joined some local citizens who are objecting to the route of a Valero oil gasoline pipeline through Arkansas. They fear it might cause potential harm to watersheds around the Clarksville area particularly. The Arkansas blog this morning notes with some interest that U.S. Representative French Hill of Little Rock and U.S. Senator John Boozman have both prominently featured on social media awards they received from the Family Research Council presented by its leader, Tony Perkins. The Family Research Council is a right-wing evangelical organization. It's been called a hate group by the Southern Poverty Law Center, particularly for the way it defames gay and lesbian people. Tony Perkins is known for his past associations with David Duke and white supremacy organizations. It's not the kind of people in some states you might want to be seen hanging around with. But French Hill and John Boozman seem very proud of getting awards from Tony Perkins, the Family Research Council. Interesting article in the prestigious Chronicle of Higher Education, which the higher education community reads very carefully. Eric Gilbert, he's an associate dean of the graduate school at Arkansas State University, has written a long article, opinion piece, that pretty much says college professors should stop worrying about these laws that permit concealed carry permits on college campuses. He says he figures that there are lots of concealed carry permits on campus now already by law-abiding people, and there's just really nothing to worry about. There have been a few incidents on campus, mostly because of just forgetfulness that guns were brought on campus and that sort of thing. There has been at least one unsolved murder with a gun at ASU, however, which he did not mention. For more reading on the Arkansas blog, and remember, you can always go to arkansasblog.com and find out more of most of the subjects we talk about here. Two recommendations for you. One, Leslie Peacock has written about the ongoing efforts to come up with a more palatable Interstate 30 improvement plan through the city of Little Rock. A variety of outside people are working on ideas to present to the Highway Department, which till now has mostly focused on wanting to build a 10-lane freeway through a redeveloping part of downtown. Also, Bob Lancaster, our favorite columnist who retired 3 years ago, has filed a column of belated New Year's resolutions, you could call them. It's the classic Lancaster style. If you're a fan of Lancaster, he's been sick. He's back in the saddle again. I recommend you take a look. And finally, let's all cheer Little Rock. Little Rock's team, and this year Arkansas's team in the NCAA men's basketball tournament, won a fabulous two-point double overtime victory over Purdue. An upset yesterday. They play Iowa State next. Go Little Rock. I'm Max Brantley. I'll be back next week.
You feel it in your heart. The spirit of Little Rock. We've had that spirit since 1927, helping build our city by producing decades of leaders in the heart of our state. We are the heart of business and innovation, the heart of politics and government, the heart of arts and culture, and in our city beats the heart of a Trojan. UALR, we are Little Rock's team.